me know. I am alive.
We are live. And look at your pretty needles back
Well, they look good. I didn't intend for that, but it looks nice.
Yeah, you can almost see.
Sorry, Earl.
And Rhonda. There they are.
Earl
and Rhonda.
Here, we'll just,
Move them up. There we go. There they are, right between us. We're all together.
All together now. Nobody's here.
Yet.
It hasn't even actually.
Is it not?
That is a very,
What?
very long delay. Oh, it just started for everybody.
Yeah.
No. Like, we missed the whole first half there, or first part that we just did. It did not show up on this end. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I don't know.
But it just.
Is it? It's delayed down
it is,
there.
but it's delayed. Only a few seconds, but it actually didn't start the live until a couple seconds ago.
Oh, okay. I see somebody popped up.
There is a 2. Hello. Oh, it's the Crafty Chemist.
Hello.
I
can't remember.
Cannot remember your name. I'm so sorry. You told us last live.
I know. We should make notes.
We should. That's.
I should make notes. I'm going to
do it. Get your iPad. Hello.
I don't
Autumn.
type well. Autumn. That's it. I was going to say it has something to do with seasons, but that doesn't.
We have.
Our brains aren't working. We talked today.
No. So we'll just fill you in. Hi, guys. It's Knitistry Knerds here. We are talking about getting ready for the Mystery-Yolk-Along, casting on Zanete Knits, and Do You Knit is doing this whole Mystery-Yolk-Along. We're both super excited. We're going to talk about our yarn choices, show you what we've got. We're actually, shocker, we're swatching right now.
Both of us are swatching. That's amazing.
Yeah, we're swatching right now, and
okay, I'm making notes.
Make notes. Well, okay, so
Crafty Chemist is Autumn.
Yep, we will remember next time. We have Donna and Deborah and Sharinda.
I can't see.
Michelle can't see, and I'm terrible with names. I had that whole conversation with my kids today, and that was another squirrel moment saying hi to everyone. All right, we've been out of work for 2 weeks, which you heard about last week. Today was our first day back with kids, so we are actually very kind of
whacked out, crazy.
Yeah, and it was also a day where we didn't have that weird half-day period. So Wednesdays, it's straight through. Like, you just keep going. There's no. And
then you have a hour-long
after-school meeting with your planning partner and that kind of thing. So we're kind of not there.
A little fried. We are at school. See, hence the
sink.
The sink and the gas hookups and all that good fun stuff.
The faucet.
Yeah, so we decided to do this at school.
Sharinda.
You're going to have to keep track of the comments because I can't see.
I've got them, I think. All right.
They're in front of her and she sees better than I do.
I don't think I've ever seen or heard Sharinda.
That's cool.
I like it.
Okay.
I like good,
It's 5:03.
Good names.
We just got started, right?
Yes, we did just get started.
I just got the notification that the Knitistry Nerds are live on YouTube.
Okay. We had some really, we started and then it didn't actually start. So we have our live up here. We have our computer down here to see the comments. It did not start when it was supposed to. It was really weird. We spent maybe 20 seconds moving Earl and Rhonda around before it actually popped up. So I don't know if it'll show up after the live is over so you guys can see it. But
we don't know.
We have 8 people. One of that is us. So we have 7 people. We're going to give everybody a few minutes and then we'll talk about our yarn choices. And we'll talk about
the pattern. Which came up last night.
Yes. Yeah,
a clue one came in last night.
It did come in last night.
I printed off the pertinent pages.
Yep. And then we will, if you decide after watching all this, you want to join in this Mystery-Yolk-Along, there's a coupon code in our last episode in the show notes that you can go pick up. You can do it now if you really want to, but if you're a little hesitant, but you kind of want to see everything that's going on.
Can I show the picture?
I don't know,
I just did.
I know you did. That's what I was just thinking. It's a Mystery-Yolk-Along, so spoiler alert type thing. But I mean, once you
this is clue 1.
Yeah, once you open it, it shows you what it's supposed to look like. So because it's a chart, I like that actually to be able to see what I'm supposed to be making, not just the chart, but I actually see a knitted example. So yeah, if you guys, I would show them this is what our first clue is. So if you're that kind of person, look how pretty those colors are. They're beautiful together.
And this is the background color is the Moondrake, Chibi.
I don't know.
Something like that. I'll look at it in just a second. And the color changing yarn, her contrast yarn, she's using Do You Knit's special spin cycle color. Spin cycle different shops, they'll make their own colors. Like Black Mountain has one.
one,
Actually, I think it has two now.
They might.
I think they might have two colors now. But Eventide was the first one. I have a couple skeins of it to make us to do a sweater. Oh my God, my hair's a mess. It's when it's a long day. It's amazing. I still have hair. I hadn't ripped it all out after today. But yeah, so this is on, I think, page 3 or 4. I only printed a few pages off. This is the page that has all the abbreviations and all that kind of stuff on it. So we're swatching. The gauge is 28 stitches to 4 inches in stockinette and color work. And the pattern calls for sport weight yarn and size 1s and 2s. And it starts out on 1s doing the increases. So it's starting not with the neckband.
Right.
That's coming later. It's starting the cast on like right here, and you're doing stockinette and increases in short rows, and then you'll start the color work. And it has you doing the stockinette and increasing in short rows on 1s on the smaller needle, and then switching to the next size up needle for the short color work. Well, I'm swatching on 2s.
Me too.
So
So we got here. It's been okay. First of all, we almost thought we were going to have to like change locations because our school is having some issues with YouTube, and so it's frustrating for teachers, which I think you can imagine. Like a lot of us use videos in different ways in our classroom. I use them as tutoring tools. Like a kid at home really needs extra help. Well, I have thousands of videos, and depending on their learning style, I can recommend videos or even entire YouTube channels. Our students no longer have access to YouTube
on their school devices.
Because of the shorts and all that kind of craziness that's coming from YouTube doing shorts. But that meant my devices were having issues with YouTube. So it's been a whole thing, like trying to get all of this up. We were like trying to figure out, okay,
we had to set up a hotspot and
so it's been a moment of just craziness today.
All day has been.
All day. And then I realized that I brought all my needles. You can see them back here behind Earl and Rhonda. Ones in the Chow Goose are mini cables. Guess who didn't bring mini cables? So I can't put my ones on. So I was like, you know what? I would just swatch in the 2s, see what my stockinette and my color work looks like on 2s, and then go decide from there if I need to go up, down, all around, whatever it needs to be.
Yeah.
I also brought another project to cast on just in case, which, always be prepared.
Never know. I brought other things to work on. I always have other things to work on.
Things.
But I'm purposefully swatching because those of you, are you watching comments?
Yeah,
those of you who watched our last episode, episode 34, I showed the yarn that I ordered from Webb's. Well, it just shipped today, and it'll be coming in on Sunday. So today is Wednesday. It's not going to be here in time for me to cast on today. So I went digging deeper into my stash at home, and I found a sport weight brown. It's redder than the one I ordered.
Is that iron or something like that?
The Iron Cascade 220 sport weight in the color iron is what I ordered. And that's a really good representation. You know what? We're going to have to start filming from here all the time.
This is a good light.
Because the lights are pretty good. And it's cloudy and the sun's gone down mostly outside. So, and we're getting pretty good light and good color. So I think we may just have to keep this.
Remember, this is a cheap computer, so looking at that screen.
When I was looking at the words, I was trying to look at what.
No, we haven't had any comments.
Okay.
I'm paying attention. I promise.
I was just trying to see. Anyway, this is really good color representation. It's a reddish brown. It's Tosh Sport, Madeline Tosh Sport. I don't know what colorway it is. I've had it for 20 years.
Youngs.
I think I got it after Michael was born. And he turned 21 yesterday.
Taught him when he was a freshman. That hurts, by the way. That hurts.
Yeah, we were talking to our friend Sarah Day. Hey, Sarah, if you decided to watch, who moved to Colorado. And she not only taught Michael, she was also his color guard instructor.
Oh, yeah.
Or not captain, but I guess I called her instructor.
Yeah.
And she were in charge of color guard when he was doing color guard. But I told her, I said, yesterday was Michael's 21st birthday. She says, get out. It was not. I mean, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, all my children are now adults.
I'm going to do a poll because I just found out we can do polls, guys.
She keeps trying new things today.
I am.
Oh, we both joined the Slack
Yeah.
thing for the Mystery-Yolk-Along. When you buy the pattern, it gives you the address and the link to download Slack and get onto the group. And we named, mine says Michelle of Knitistry Nerds, and hers is Katie of Knitistry Nerds. Remember, we both spell our names weird. I only have one L in Michelle, and Katie is Caytee. But it's our name of Knitistry Nerds. We both did it.
You need to find us.
And Katie just posted on the Slack
that we were excited to cast on.
Thingy. Whatever you call it. The thread.
All right.
No.
She don't know. So it looks like I just did a quick little poll. I don't know how many people have done it so far. It's like, do you swatch? I should have put a sometimes maybe type thing because some people sometimes maybe. I'm a no. I do not usually swatch. I am doing it now because I don't have the cables for my ones. But I don't swatch. I just don't. Probably
It depends
should.
on the project and what yarn I'm using. If it's yarn I've used before, I know what I'm going to get on it.
Yeah.
Although I guess as I'm getting older and my hand is changing, thank you, Mr. Arthritis, I should probably swatch more often. But I tend to just get started and then I'll stop and measure and see if I'm close to gauge. If I'm fairly close, I like the fabric, I'll just keep going and make alterations to stitch counts and all that kind of length and all that kind of stuff. But most of the time I just keep going.
First of
Shell
all,
block out.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
That's what I say.
First of all,
block out.
I try almost everything on as I'm making it anyway. Like you get to this, okay, I'm at a point I can try it on, so I don't swatch much.
Well, I bought a steamer the other day,
but I'm kind of lazy to.
so
be
I could
honest.
steam stuff and then try it on instead of having to block it.
Instead of
every time.
blocking and trying on.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Oh! I saw Zanete knit on a Facebook Live. Tight knitter and others may need to go up a needle side. Thank you. Travel and live bravely. I love the name. Okay, so we have a consensus here. We didn't get to watch the live that they did on Facebook. We should have tried to, but
We were both teaching at the time.
teaching. But yeah, so that's good to know that she's a tight knitter and that we might need to go up a needle size, which I was kind of thinking, I am looking at this, I've only done 3 or 4 rows, and I'm like, that is tiny. I bet you know what? I'm just gonna check it right now. I'm gonna check it right now.
Okay.
Might as well.
You go ahead and check it right
Because
now.
I can just stop doing this if it's too tight. More is gonna be added to the collar. I did see that somewhere in the Slack that
The collar
the
comes
collar
afterwards.
comes after. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was talking about you could do provisional cast on instead of long tail cast on,
Or whatever
But
preferred
she
cast
just
on.
she doesn't like fooling with the provisional. She finds it easier to pick up in a long tail cast on than with provisional. I'm 50-50. I don't care, but I do think it gives me. I have found that if I'm picking up from a cast on, a long tail cast on, that the neckline is more stable later on during wear than if I've done provisional and I've picked up live stitches and gone up. I find that to be, it stretches
Looser.
out more. It
looser.
stretches out more. We have, somebody didn't clean out something before Christmas break, and so we have fruit flies that have invaded the school.
And I thought it was just my room.
It's not. It's the whole
Came in
school.
yesterday. They were all over my desk. I was like, I know I didn't leave food. They told us not to. I always clean up. And I know how to get rid of fruit flies. It's just one of those things. I've got my vinegar. I've got it in my little bit of dish soap in a container. That thing was full to the brim this morning of fruit flies after sitting there all night. I'm telling you, 100 of them. So we have something around here that is causing problems and fruit flies, and they are driving us batty.
Absolutely.
But everybody does, adding to the neckline later.
Yeah, adding to the neckline later.
Most of, it looks like 60-ish% of us do not usually swatch. Guess who just got 7 stitches in an inch? Time to do some color work. Let's talk about yarn choices. I think that's about time, don't you?
Okay.
Katie
dyed yarn, y'all.
All right, so if you watched our last episode, I kind of told you guys that I got Zach, my husband, a pottery wheel for Christmas because he wanted something to do. He's home more since he changed jobs to become a teacher, and he wanted something close to home to do, so pottery. He actually but paid for some classes at the place in Clemson.
Oh, good.
So that he can like go and learn more about pottery. So he's doing right now he's just doing throwing on the wheel.
And doing a beautiful job. Yeah, they sent me a picture of a bowl he's
thinking.
throwing. It's just
Yeah,
very
he's done
nice.
such a good job. Now, if you've ever done any type of pottery, you know that there's like a shrinkage thing that he's got to like. So that's the bowl he made yesterday.
Okay, the whole Seinfeld thing just went through my head.
The shrinkage. Oh gosh. Stop it.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm around teenagers all the time.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
Anyway, if you
I promise we're not drinking.
We're
We're
not.
at school.
But yeah, so that bowl looks like it's the perfect size for like a cereal bowl, and of course, it's after you fire it, it does actually shrink down. That was
Yeah,
one of
it
the
does.
things when we took our class a while back. I guess it was not last year, but 2022. We took a pottery classes where Zach really got into it. When we got our pieces back, I was shocked at how small they got.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's shocking.
I haven't ever done it, but Sarah, my daughter,
Yep.
is an art major, and was an art major, then an art minor, but she did art all the way through high school, honors art every year, and she didn't do AP art. She just did 4 years honors art, but they did pottery, and we learned a lot about it. And then she took one of her classes at Winthrop for her art minor. She did pottery. Oh, I have some beautiful stuff that she made.
I enjoyed it. Like it is one of those hobbies that is kind of expensive. Like the clay is super cheap, so if you want to like hand build stuff, it's cheap. But the wheels, to get a good wheel, can be expensive. I do know that we got a very beginner wheel. What?
The wheels on the bus.
Oh my gosh, we are squirreling out the wazoo. Wazoo squirrels.
I'm sorry.
Y'all are in trouble today. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun live. How did we get talking about pottery again?
I don't know. You started talking about
Dyeing yarn. Yeah.
dyeing yarn. That's it, dyeing yarn. I don't why we went to that.
Oh, thank you, Jessica. Jessica said she's not doing the Mystery-Yolk-Along, but she wanted to see us live.
Oh,
It's
cool.
been fun, just so you know. We're having a lot of fun. I have problems.
I've sung and we've talked about sign.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm measuring.
So that being said, he's got the pottery wheel. We found a place where he can go fire his pieces, so we don't have to buy a kiln, which somebody had mentioned about that being expensive. But we cleaned out our sunroom, which we have this little small, I don't know, 10 foot by 10 foot, if that, sunroom.
It's longer than it is wide. It's probably probably about 9 by 12.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Something like that.
It's a good size.
It's quite a good size.
We've got metal shelving in there that I used to keep my plants on, but there are so many trees in our yard that I can't grow anything that is not...
That requires light.
Yeah, that requires light. There is absolutely no light. That's one of the things about our house that I hate is it's so dark all the time, and there are like 30 trees in the yard that I want to get rid of, but that's expensive. Oh my gosh, is that expensive? So, in the sunroom, got the shelving. I put all my dyes on there, and then he's got his wheel in one corner, and then we have a metal table. So I've got everything on the metal table. I started dyeing some yarn this weekend on Sunday. I was like, you know what? It's about time I start dyeing this so that it is dry for me to cast on Wednesday. And thankfully it was just barely dry, thankfully. So that's good. So let's talk about yarn colors.
I'm getting 6 stitches to the inch on 2s.
You're going to go down. Tinier needles.
That means I got to go to 1s.
Yep. And then there's no half.
No, but that'd be the stockinette portion, which would be the part
you
that's
usually
being
go
done on
up.
1.
Yeah, you usually go up. That's right.
So,
That's right.
and then go to 2s for color work. Except I bet I stay on 1s for all of
I
it.
bet you do too.
Because my color work gauge is usually the same as my.
About the same. Yeah, mine doesn't change much. I
Stockinette
guess it depends
gauge.
on the color work, I guess. If you got really long floats, sometimes it can be a little iffy.
Yeah.
All right. This is the color that I dyed.
Isn't it pretty? Y'all look at the gray bits.
Can you see them? Let me get
It's so
really
pretty.
close. Is there a better gray spot? Over here.
Yeah.
So it's got all this grays and greens in it. The gray was actually a little unplanned. I was looking for more black spots to kind of give it that green to very, very dark green, but I really like how it turned out. My first thought was
I love
that's
it.
definitely Slytherin colors. If you're a
Oh
Harry
yeah,
Potter
it's
fan,
really, yeah, it is.
really is Slytherin colors. But I like the way it turned out. It's just a green over dyed with a little bit of black to kind of give it that pop of color. It might be one that once I get everything started up again, this might be a regular color. I do like
I
it.
like it.
Super easy for me to
It'll
dye,
look.
which is
I
nice.
I would look good in it
She
because
would look good in it.
my eyes would be green and my hair is obviously gray.
Yes.
So that would work.
So that is my background color. And then for my color work, I have this Primrose Homestead Sport. I really like the way this one looks. Like I do like this pink here. This has got a little bit of red in it, and I have a third one. I might be choosing parts of these to put into my color work because they're all very different. If you can see that, like I don't think I can use this dark center part because it is way too dark, and I think it would clash some with the green down here. But there are parts that I can use. But if you look, like the colors
It's so
look good
pretty.
together.
It's gonna look good.
And we'll see in a few minutes as I'm swatching. I just realized that I have to I don't like doing color pearl work. Why didn't I swatch like in the round? I hate swatching in the round though. Anyway. That's for my color.
You know how to just. I mean, you just drag the
I know,
loop around.
I know.
You don't have to.
I know, you don't actually go in the round. I know. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
I know it's a pain in the butt.
It's a pain in the derriere, but I guess I'm going to have to do it.
I may just stripe. I just want to see what the color what the
Colors
colors
look
look
like
like together. Yeah, because I haven't changed my
Gauge.
my color.
Oh yeah, her color work color. She's got that darker brown and then that bright
this
blue
is-
Zower ball. No,
Yeah, it's
a Stark 6.
yeah, but it's
Yeah.
Zower ball.
Zower ball of Stark 6.
I have a label.
What? Michelle has a label.
I found the label to this thing, and it is officially Shoppel Zower Ball Stark 6
I like it.
in the colorway. I can't read. Oh, it's just a number.
Don't
Well,
admit
no,
that.
it
You're
does.
a teacher.
I can't read German. I'm sorry, but I know Farbe is color, and that's number 2404.
There you go. Farbe. I like that. Farbe
Mm-hmm.
for color.
And party,
Party.
think is the dialogue.
There you go.
I think that's what that means.
The more you know.
I used to know that in all these different languages. When I first moved to Maine in 1987, there was a yarn shop in Portland, downtown Portland, in the Old Port area called Anemono. Yeah, Anemono. It was, and she had learned to knit while she was in Japan. She lived in Japan for 10 years, and she was a concert violinist. Pretty sure it was violin. Anyway, she had learned to knit while she was in Japan, and she had learned to read Japanese patterns. And so she taught a class on reading Japanese patterns, and Japanese, God, it's beautiful. Everything's on a chart, and seriously, it's all on a chart. And you know by the symbols how many rows to do, how many stitches to do, and all that kind of stuff. It's very engineering based. It's a joy to my heart, my little engineer heart, to knit from Japanese patterns. And I mean, she carried a lot of different pattern books and Japanese patterns and Japanese yarn. But she also emphasized learning all at least the basic knitting terms in the different languages. So I had learned French and German and Swiss, Japanese,
She's a loose knitter.
and so that's why she had to go down such small needles.
No, Autumn, I would not like that.
What?
She said that her experimental knit along was all flat color work. So I would not like it. You're right, I would not like it.
No.
Oh no.
Although it's not bad. You get used to it.
It just doesn't bring me joy though.
No, I know. Well, if it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it.
That's right.
Life's too short.
Buy
Not
the
to-
yarn.
Yes, life's too short to. Oh, yeah, I did that.
It's
Knit
that-
something that you're not happy doing. Hence me ripping out 4 sweaters.
Yep.
Because they made me mad and I wasn't happy with them. So there you go. I hate knitting on ones. I really do.
You were in trouble.
This is, yeah, I'm going to do it though. Because I'm liking the way this thing looks. So I'm really excited. And these colors are exciting me. I forgot I had this yarn. Seriously, guys.
The brown.
This brown sport weight. I found it in the back of a shelf in a cubby. And behind some navy and green. This brown was sitting there. And I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one.
I'm not even doing any pattern color work. I'm literally just randomly picking and knitting. I'm probably doing 2 by 2, but it's fine.
Oh, y'all. Somebody on the Slack channel posted a picture of their swatch. They did TIE fighters. It's got to be that one of the patterns from that book, the Star Wars book. But it's color work, and it's little TIE fighters. Okay, Star Wars buffs all know what I'm talking about. But the ship that Darth Vader was flying, and the individual little ships, they're not that big, but her color work pattern was. Anyway, they look like little TIE fighters. The whole row, just row after row of TIE fighters. It's so cute.
It's pretty cute.
That is cute. I wish I'd thought of that.
All right, I'm gonna color work.
But I'm going to do just random stuff.
No worries, Gigi. She said she's late.
Oh, that's okay.
Fine. We're just.
All we're doing is sitting here and
To be honest, we're
babbling.
babbling. Like this whole cast on party is us. It's a swatching party.
Yeah. Because I want to make sure I got the right needles before I go to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Apparently, I'm a loose neuter too. So
a loose neuter.
a loose neuter. I can't talk, y'all. Teenagers, let me just
Man,
say,
it's been a day.
it really has been. It's just been crazy. It's just been crazy.
Crazy.
I did have one student say, I've heard stories about you, but I didn't think they were true until today. Oops.
No, they're true, sweetie.
And I'm like, that's what I said. I said, pretty much, you just believe anything you hear, honey, about me, because it's probably true.
Okay, I can't be the only one that's seen it. Have you guys seen that like rotating wheel on like reels and stuff, where you put your yarn on the wheel and then you spin it and everything becomes untangled? Have you seen that? Like there's pegs, right? And so as you knit, it comes off the
So it's
peg.
like a lazy Susan.
Yes.
Okay.
And so that when you're doing your color work, you don't have to like.
Keep moving them around. You just turn this table.
Gigi says 2.5s. That, I mean, I don't know. We're about to find out. I might have to.
What's a 2.5? That would be a 1. I think I'm on 2.5s. I forgot to check.
You mean 2.5 millimeters or 2.5?
I mean, yeah,
US?
2.5 millimeters versus, see, it's 2.5 millimeters versus a
Is it?
2.25 one. There's two different ones. Yeah, mine are 2.50s.
Oh, these are 2, so these are 2.75s.
Or are they the 3s?
No, these are 2.75
Okay.
millimeters.
Because the older US 2s are 3
No,
millimeters.
so Chowgu puts both on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Or at least all the ones I have.
Yeah.
It's on there. From North Carolina, we have Karen Benton.
Hi.
Millimeters. So 2.5 millimeters. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where in
North Carolina.
North Carolina?
Michelle used to live there. If you didn't know.
Probably going to live there again.
That's what she keeps telling me, but I told her she's not allowed to leave until I do.
Well, it'll be this side of North Carolina, so it won't be that far. It won't be far.
I won't lie, guys. I think about that. Like, how am I supposed to do Knitistry Nerds if Michelle leaves?
Zoom.
Zoom.
We just do it from 2 different locations, or I'll travel. You give me an excuse to get away.
There you go.
I always need an excuse to get away.
All right. All right. I need to know because squirrel moments have been happening all day today. I literally just, did the whole, she said, get away, run away. And I said, run away. And then my whole thought process was, if you've ever seen Finding Nemo, it's like, run away. Oh, look, krill. Like, yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. The whole point I bring it up is this. My sister and I have these conversations about there are movie lines that we use all the time.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is, oh, look, like the runaway, look, krill. And I think that's just because I think it's funny because she's like, oh, yeah, they eat krill, not fish. Oh, look, krill. I know I'm rambling. I'm so sorry.
Okay, whenever my family hears or uses runaway, we're talking about Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
See
run
that?
away,
Yeah, those
run
two.
away.
Yep. There's a bunch of them. Oh, your mother was an elderberry, or your father was a, what is it? Oh, I forgot it.
I can't remember.
We hurl that insult at each other when we're together, and we always have our British accents.
It's elderberry. Your mother was, I think it's your mother was an elderberry.
Elderberry bush, and your father was a hamster.
Yes, father was a hamster.
Yep. Or, 'tis just a flesh wound.
Yeah, it's just a flesh wound.
What was the other? So,
Or anytime they talk about swallows, would that be an African swallow?
oh, I always ask that. African or European? But like some of the ones that we say that just, I have no idea why. Probably because I grew up on the movies, but like Mulan, when Mushu's like, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Dishonor on you, dishonor your family, dishonor on your cow.
And then, this is really stupid because I have no idea. Yep, it's a good one. I love the movie. Like, it's a good movie in my opinion. Like, I enjoyed it as a child, and it's very nostalgic. The other one is Lilo and Stitch, where she's telling the fire dancer that they got a new dog, and he's like, "Oh, you sure that's a dog?" I say it all the time, and I don't even know what I'm saying it to. I just say it. I mean, it's just yes. Autumn says she gave her sister a shirt with the Mushu saying, "I need to buy one for my sister." That's a genius. She'll love it.
I love that. Mushu is hysterical.
I love Mushu. But yeah, it's like the stupidest movie quotes. Like they just come out, and I don't know why I was. Where that? Okay, squirrels. All the squirrels.
All the squirrels.
Sorry, guys.
We do it with Seinfeld episodes because my husband's been hooked on Seinfeld since it was on brand new, and raised all the kids. Seriously.
Tea turtle, thank you.
Watched every night, every evening, at least 2 episodes of Seinfeld for years and years and years and years, and the kids all pretty much grew up on Seinfeld. So we have we quote Seinfeld, Princess Bride.
Oh yeah, As You Wish.
Yeah. Oh, it's nonstop.
Anybody want a peanut?
I've been mostly dead all day. Have fun storming the castle. I have that on a knitting bag.
What was that?
But those 2 movies and Seinfeld episodes are constantly being quoted at our house.
It's just things. I would love to
with the kids.
We should start a post or something, just because I want to see the movie quotes that people use. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's fun, and the stories, when you start thinking about it, it's like, why do I use these quotes? I don't know. It just brings back memories of childhood and all the crazy things that we did. We had a weird childhood.
And of course, Star Wars.
All the Star Wars.
All the Star Wars. The my favorite is, and I thought that it smelled bad on the outside. I've used that a lot with my kids.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Every time one of them gets hurt, or I'm trying to make the point that, please go take a shower. It's got to have been days since you took a shower. Because you know how boys are. Girls are a whole lot better about it.
Yeah.
It seems like, or at least my girl was. The boys, it's like
it can get bad.
Pulling teeth to get them in the shower. When they were little, when they were younger, not so much anymore. But that's what I would do. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside. All right, Mom, I'll go take a shower.
Oh my goodness. I think we have problems. We have problems.
Oh, that's a long one. I just can see that there's a comment. I can't read it.
Jessica says, hubby quotes movies all the time. He also randomly starts singing songs from the shows the kids watched when they were little. Yes.
Wiggles. Oh my God, we sing Wiggles all the time. Philip and I sing from Wiggles. Anytime somebody says fruit salad, that is a promise that both of us immediately start singing it. Hot potato, hot potato. Sorry.
Mine's the mail song from Blue's Clues. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wag. Yep. Every time I go check my mailbox and I tell somebody I'm going to go check my mailbox, you better believe I'm singing it under my breath. Victoria, there's a Wiggles documentary on Prime, apparently, and wants to know if you've watched it.
No, I haven't.
I know what Michelle's doing.
Oh, yeah. We started in with Wiggles. That was my exercise program, was singing and dancing to the Wiggles when I was staying at home with the kid, the 2 oldest ones. We did the Wiggles every day. We had to sing and dance to the Wiggles every day.
You still do the Wiggles.
I still dance. I would. If it came on right now, I could break out into the dance. Captain Feathersword. Y'all.
It's been a long day. These are the conversations that we had before we started.
Normal.
Yeah, before we started a podcast, and we were like, It was mostly Fridays nights. Victoria says it's fantastic, by the way. We would be at Michelle's house around the fire pit. Zach would be there. Philip would be there. Sometimes any number of Michelle's children would be there. And
The number changes on a
it
regular
does, it
basis.
does. It just depends on, who needs their underwear cleaned that week.
Yeah, who comes home to do laundry? How many friends they bring with them? Who was living at the house at the time?
Yep.
It's a fluctuating number. Let's just put it that way.
And
I have multiple children.
we know our husbands were really just bored with our conversations because we probably did have the same conversations many times. You kind of forget them when you've had the wine from the bird thing.
My bird chirper.
Yep.
I love my bird chirper. What is that? Oh, I know. One of the stickers I put on my new tablet.
Mr. Dress Up. Is it funny, Autumn? I want to know. Like, we might have to go watch Mr. Dress Up.
Knit one, sip two.
Knit one, sip two. Love it. But yeah, so we were just like, we know we annoyed them.
Swatch you must.
Aw, look at Yoda telling us to swatch.
Swatch you must.
Nah, I won't.
I'm such a nerd. This one's Star Trek. This one's Star Wars. This one is Court of Thorn and Roses. No. Yes, it is Court of Thorn and Roses because it's supposed to resemble
The night sky thing.
the Skyfall
Yeah.
when the stars do all the things. Sorry, y'all.
Sorry.
Brain.
2,
Okay,
4,
talking about books.
I guess 6.5 in an inch.
During color work?
9,
Ooh,
10,
something just came through.
12,
She's counting, and I can't read.
13. Multifaceted show, puppets, the Tickle Trunk, which is full of costumes, art projects, and drawing. Okay, we might have to check this out. It's called Mr. Dress Up.
Okay.
It's a Canadian kid show.
Okay.
I might
I'm
have
game.
to.
All of the kids' friends are having babies, so I could easily get back into baby land.
I have 12 in 2 inches. I'm supposed
That's
to have
6.
14.
What, doing color work?
Yeah,
Are
it looks pretty.
Kitty's phone buzzed and fell off the charger.
The charger, like my actual charger is used on the iPad right now. So I have a stand-up one, and every time it buzzes, every time it rings or goes off, it goes over.
I think I have an iPad.
So I'm gonna have to use
iPhone
ones
charger.
for my color work.
I'm probably going to have to because, well, you're on 2s, right?
Yeah, and I have 6 per inch, and I need 7.
You're looser doing color work than you are on stockinette. Don't nobody ever call us normal.
we ain't that for sure. You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I'm making it's supposed to be a little loose anyway, like the
Well, you're
supposed to
doing
ease.
your color work is probably looser because you're going back and forth.
Yeah,
It's not.
Well, no. I'm doing the round.
Yeah, but that's still.
I think I'm fine. I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do the whole thing on 2s, and then I'll do my ribbing smaller if I want.
I'm going to have to do it on 1s. It's looking like right now.
Jessica says they have a dog named after Star Trek. There are nerds there too. You're at the right place for the nerds.
yeah,
You know
welcome.
that. Well, you guys know that. Oh my gosh, the host is best friends with Fred Rogers. Apparently, there was a documentary about Dress Up on Prime.
Oh,
I
cool.
love Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah.
As a kid, I always liked the weird stories about him and how he was like a sniper. And was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes I get my stories mixed up. I've had 4 thoughts that I wanted to talk about since I've tried to measure this, and none of them
doesn't
have
remember
come
any of
back.
them.
Actually, I remember 2. One, I finished a really, really good book recently called The Stranger Upstairs. So if you're into mystery, horror, thriller type stuff, it was pretty good. It's a debut novel, so the writing can be a little, what's the good word for non-flowy?
Choppy.
Choppy? I don't know if that's the word I want.
Disconnected.
Discordant?
Discordant. Ooh, big word.
Thank you. That's the one I was looking for, I think, but I have no idea.
Yeah, that would be not resonant.
Yeah. But it's a good...
Dissonance.
I like dissonance.
Dissonance.
Dissonance is a good one. But it's a very, very good book, storyline-wise, so I do recommend it. And then we just finished a movie.
I won't be reading it because it's in first person.
Such a strange woman. She doesn't like to read
Don't like
first person. Because it's not her actually doing it.
It isn't. I just can't. I like to lose myself in a book, and every time somebody says "I," or it's from their, they're talking about I thought this and I, blah, 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 I just can't. It throws me right back out. There's a few books I've been able to read that were first person.
A Court of Thorn and Roses.
The Court of Thorn and Roses. It took me 4 tries to read that book. The first 3 times I quit.
Doubt she'll be able to make it through Fourth Wing, guys.
Well, I bought it today. I did. I bought Fourth Wing and Iron Flame because my child, my
You bought
youngest.
both of them? You haven't even read the first one? You bought them both?
Yeah, because Michael's making me read them. I have to read them with him.
No.
I mean, he's already finished them, but he's getting ready to reread them. He wants to have somebody to talk to about them. He wants me to talk to him about these books.
Tell him to contact Caitlin.
I know. So
She'll nerd
I'm
out
going
with
to
him.
read the book. Well, they are about dragons. I do love dragon stories.
It has some good twists and turns. So if you guys, if you're into like fantasy type things, Fourth Wing actually was very...
And I also got to go back and reread Crescent City books of Sarah J. Maas because the 3rd one's getting ready to come out at the end of this month. I went in and pre-ordered it too. And so I need to reread the 2 that come before it. I know that everybody is rereading all of them in the hopes that they're all tied together, but I'm not going to go back and do that. I'm just going to read Crescent City ones and refresh my...
Memory.
What's her name? Starts with a B. God, Michelle. Brenna.
I haven't read them, to be honest.
Oh my God, I can't remember.
No.
I remember Hunt, the male lead, but yeah.
I'm adding this to my... Genius. No, I wanted to say the date is the start date of the Mystery-Yolk-Along, and then of course I'm like, you're ridiculous.
Well, I
Candace.
did last night after the pattern dropped.
And of course it
As
didn't,
soon as it dropped, I
didn't
put it
do the
in.
right one because I didn't pick the right one.
Yeah, I had to delete and add in the second file so that it would add the new file. So the new one,
Why can't I find the new one?
I don't know. The new one, this is the first page of the new one. Do you yoke? The big pink thing. And was the chart. And I love this. Y'all, I'm so excited about the chart.
It's at school anymore.
There we go.
It's still trying on my computer.
I don't know if this is recording or not. We're going to keep talking.
Okay.
Just in
We're up and
case.
going. Okay.
Okay, we're back now.
Yeah, we're back now.
Okay.
We're a little behind on the things. So sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I will stop using my phone because I think that's what happened.
Because we're using a hotspot from her phone.
So I'll just use... Michelle's got the pattern downloaded. I can do that.
I printed off the pertinent pages.
Yep.
What size are you?
3.
Size 3. You need to cast on 132 stitches using your preferred cast on. The sample uses long tail cast on. And join in the round and place a marker for BOR. And it'll be the middle of the back. And then knit 1 round. I'm going to do size 4 because I want more ease. Oh, anyway, back what I was talking
sorry.
about.
Let her do her thing.
I forgot. I got sidetracked because
Leanne says she loves Fourth Wing, and Autumn got a book from my favorite author for my birthday.
Who?
I don't know. She didn't say. We need to know.
Yeah,
Tell
we
us
need to
what.
know, Autumn.
We know. We need to know.
The charts. It's one chart. It's one chart, but she's on here twice because she did it colored for a light background and she did it colored for a dark background. Thank you, Zanete. Jeanette, this is awesome. I love that. I mean, I can knit from a chart and I know what color is what color. I cross-stitched for 100 years, so, I mean, that's not hard to do. It's just frustrating sometimes because your mind doesn't pop that way. You have to stop and think, okay, I'm doing a dark color on a light background, but the chart looks the other way, or vice versa. So now I'm going to flash it real quick. This is far enough back you couldn't get a good zoom. It's the same chart, but just the squares are changed from light to dark and dark to light. It's fabulous. I love that. So I'll probably use the dark background chart because in my mind, this is going to read lighter than this when I get started doing it. She's banging around over
Banging
here.
around. I was looking for stitch markers.
But anyway, I love the chart. Love the charts. The option of light and dark backgrounds.
I don't know if you ever thought about this, but you could have just printed it in an inverted color too.
I can, but I
I
do
love
know
that
that.
she did it for us.
Yeah, I love that she did it for me.
I was
don't have
thinking
to
about
think
it back there. So if you didn't think of, like, if you guys have charts and you're like, oh, that's a really great idea. I wish I could do the other ones. You could just print inverted and get the same
And
thing.
it'll reverse the colors. Unless it's got more than 2 colors on it. A 3-color chart,
You said
4-color chart.
130 something.
132.
25, 50. 75, 100.
Oh, I did that too. I put it at least every 40, I mean, every 25%. So if I have to cast on 100 stitches, I put a marker at every 25.
I just do every 25 every time. It just keeps it the same, and that way I know if I pick something up that's got a bunch of markers on it, and I'm casting on, it was at every 25. I know that's strange. Michelle West also writes as Michelle Sagra. Why do I know that name?
I haven't.
I can't Google much here. I'm sorry.
Here.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just giving her my phone. I do that all the time. Here.
Fix it, Katie.
Fix it, Katie. Do something with this.
Why is it not working?
And then I come running to her classroom carrying my laptop. Fix it. Make it do what I want it to do.
I followed the instructions and it's not working.
This was yesterday.
Yeah.
I did. They wanted us to do something. I don't even remember what it was now. Upload the roster to the eHall the Flex Time supervised study thing. I did everything the silly directions said to do. I did. I know I did.
She didn't follow the picture. She just followed the words. So
I couldn't read the picture. The picture was too freaking small. And it wouldn't blow up.
Oh.
It wouldn't enlarge. Of course, It's not a touch screen, which I actually have a sticker on my laptop that says this is not a touch screen.
Because
I constantly try. It's the only thing in my life that's not a touch screen, and I'm constantly touching the screen. The kids are all like,
"It's not a touch screen." Like she always does that.
I say it all the time. So the kids make me sticky notes and put it on my computer.
Okay, this sounds really good. The academia wants an elite proving ground for the rulers of the world has been frozen for centuries. Now its strange slumber has ended, and a new chancellor, an orange-eyed dragon, has reopened its lecture halls and readied its dorms. Is it first person? I don't know, but
so it's got dragons.
Good. We're going to read some of these.
Ooh, it's got dragons.
Anyway, yeah, I fix all of the technology stuff for everybody everywhere.
Her last degree was in technology, so everybody takes advantage of that.
Do it. Come on, let's do it.
But yeah, we have technology people, but we don't ever go see them or email
half the time
them.
They're not here.
Yeah, they're not. I can't just run down the hall screaming, "Katie!"
It's funner that.
That was this morning. I had first period, and my kids and I said, "Y'all, it's going to frustrate me because Miss Chapman and Miss Navin now have first period classes instead of first period planning. So I can't just yell
and we come running,
help, and they come running when I have computer problems. But it's because it's always first thing in the morning that I have computer problems because something isn't working the way it's supposed to or the way it did the day before. And so I can't yell anymore.
I remember one of my other thoughts.
See, if I babble long enough, things come back.
And I know people have probably heard it and already watched it, but we watched Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Oh my gosh. In my opinion, like everybody says, wait till the end, like it just makes sense when you get to the end, but I still don't think it made sense when we got to the end. But it was such a good movie. It's a pointless movie. Like you watch it and you're like, that was pointless. Like there's some feels in there, but you get to the end and, some movies come to the end and you're like, oh yeah, there's a resolution. It's great. There was a resolution and it was great, but it was just kind of, I don't know. It ended weird, but I loved every minute of that movie. So if you haven't watched it, it's on Amazon Prime and I'm going to watch it again. Do you guys do that too? Do you talk to your inanimate objects like they're gonna actually hear you? I do. Oh, we're frozen again. Gosh, this is terrible. We can't film here anymore without internet.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get us internet unless I buy an iPad with internet. Y'all want to pay for that? Because I can't afford it.
Yeah, no.
We'll have to do it at your house.
Yeah, we'll just have to do it. We're gonna have to keep the lights get the lights.
I missed some comments. I already bought them, so they're on their way. Hey guys, drove fast, got home safely. I'm glad you got home safely, Sylvia.
Hey, Sylvia.
That's good. Could have done without.
What?
I can't tell. Like there's a little heart thing, and I can't read behind the heart thing. You know what? Y'all bear with me.
Something moved. I saw it move.
Yes, the hot dog fingers. Okay, thank you, Autumn. I'm so glad somebody was like on the same wavelength here. There's a part in the movie where she has hot dogs for fingers.
Oh, in that movie you were talking about. Okay.
Yes.
I'm like, what are
I
we
know,
talking about?
it's so strange. Like you watch it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so weird. Sylvia said hi with 2 exclamation points, so you better give her 2 exclamation points back.
2 exclamation points.
I just figured she was gonna yell hi louder. Try, guy, try. But yes, there's like the whole. It's like all these multiple multiverse theory kind of thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing. And one of them is where people have hot dogs for fingers, and it's really awkward. So I agree with you, Autumn. I didn't like the hot dog fingers thing. I'm not describing it because it was kind of
I'm sure there could have gone a whole lot of different ways with that.
not that
yeah.
bad, but it's pretty bad.
Well, my brain works that way, so.
We teach teenagers,
And we spend all day with teenagers. Oh well, it'd be all right.
We've been doing this for almost an hour, guys. I just realized all we've done this entire time is ramble.
We do that well.
Possibly try to cast on. We've had no real direction today. There it is.
Yeah, we have no plan.
Just no plan.
Yeah, there's no setup.
We should say actually that we will close the whip down and the mystery. Oh my god. Experimental make along in our next episode. So be on the lookout for that. That's where we will announce the peoples
who are going to get something. And we got to get our somethings together.
Yes, we do.
I got piles in different places. All right, guys, I'm measuring again.
Linda, you're fine. You have made it on your time, and that is perfect.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're just
my
babbling. We're just hoping we don't lose signal.
Did you just randomly do a? That's smart. That's a good idea. I got it. I figured out what you did. You didn't undo your thing. You just switched.
No, I just switched needle size. I did a pearl
lump. I like it. I like it. It's a good idea.
Okay, this is what she's talking about.
Yeah,
peeps.
it's a great idea. Here.
So
Stand up and.
okay, I was on the twos first, right there, and I measured it. It wouldn't work, so I did a garter bump, and then switched to size needles. That's just so I know where the switch over was between sizes and needles.
So she can measure properly.
When I'm really trying to be effective, like I'm going to keep a swatch and not rip it out immediately, I'll do eyelets for the number of to match the needle size.
Smart.
So I'll do like on this one, I would have done 2 eyelets on the first part for a size 2, and then after I did the garter bump, I'd have done 1 eyelet to signify that I was on a 1.
So that if you look at it later, you know.
I'll remember which one was which.
Yeah, that's smart.
If I'm using some weird size, or like with ones, you know which size one is it? I get inventory. I keep inventory tags. You can buy them at Staples or Office Depot, or get them on Amazon. The little paper tags will have a string hanging off of them, so that you can tie. They call them inventory tags. That's their official stationery store name. But I carry those in my knitting bags. I have for years and years and years. I think Maggie Rigetti. God, there's a name I hadn't thought of in a long time. She wrote Knitting in Plain English and Crochet in Plain English back in the 80s, I think. That's when I got the books, was sometime in the 80s. It was a fabulous learning book. I mean, fabulous book. That's where I got the idea to do the eyelets and the gauge swatch. But she's the one who did the inventory tags, because she was helping somebody at a yarn shop she was working in, and there was a stack of those tags laying at the cash register, and the woman kept forgetting what she was. Oh no, the woman came in and had little notes straight pinned onto her project to remind her of stuff. And so Maggie picked those inventory tags up and showed her and wrote the notes on it, and then just attached it so it wouldn't come off. You wouldn't have to rip about the paper ripping off her pins. And it's a way to put notes like, I stopped on row such and such, or increased 3 stitches here, that kind of stuff. Well, I use those to say what yarn needle size I was using on something.
I like that.
And I've done that for years because it was in that Knitting in Plain English book. And I learned so much from that book. I really learned a lot from that book when I was learning how to knit, because I'm totally self-taught. And that was the book that I really learned a lot from.
I just realized we said it, but then we didn't say it about the coupon code.
Yeah, we said it was in our
Old.
in episode 34.
But there was like 2 people here, I think. There wasn't very many, so
Okay.
I'm gonna post it in the thing. I'm gonna the link. If you have not joined in on the Mystery-Yolk-Along and you would Yolk-Along,
Yeah, Yolk-Along.
I am going to give you a link that'll take you straight to the coupon discount. We get 25%.
It's 25.
So you can 25% off discount for the pattern. If you haven't paid for it, and you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, I actually might want to start this. You can buy the
Pattern for 25% off until the 17th, 19th
of February. Hold on, I got it. Nope.
It's in the show notes. I know I typed it, but I don't remember.
Open. I will let you know. Copy link address. Let's see. It is good until the 17th of February. So that's a couple days after the last clue drops. So up to that point, you can be like, oh, I want to do it and still get the discount. So there is the link in the comments right there. So you guys have that if you want it. And if you're still on the fence, that's cool. But remember, we are doing, Jeanette, we're going to do a thingy. I can't say the words.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drawing.
A pattern. Drawing. There we go. Thank you. A drawing. So based on those who finish each clue before the next one drops or by the due date, which is, again, we're very lenient on that. But for this thing, if you'll be put into a drawing, and we'll did we put the we didn't put the hashtags in the last episode because we hadn't decided what they were yet, did we?
Right, we don't have our hashtags
I'll put them
yet.
in here and they will end up in the show notes eventually. Stop it, phone. You have to have Do You Yoke and Zanete Knits, and then we're going to put one more with it so we know who is in this group of people that we draw. And all right, so Do You Yoke, Zanete Knits, and should we just do Knitistry?
I don't know.
Try, and I'm going to do MYAL because that gives all the things.
That gives all the things.
So those 3 hashtags, and that will get you entered into the drawing.
That we're going to do after each part.
It has to be a finished clue. So whatever clue we're currently on, give it that 3 tags, and then we'll work on picking random people that finish from that.
Yeah.
We should add another one, shouldn't we? We should also have clue 1.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're, instead of Knitistry, Mystery-Yolk-Along, do the number after, and the number represents the
Which
clue.
clue?
So the first part would be clue 1.
Yeah.
Or no, it would be Knitistry Nerds, Knitistry, MYAL, and a 1 after. And I'll put that in the show notes down there, and then, oh my gosh, I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. Are your
27 stitches. 27 stitches in 4 inches instead of 28.
I think you're okay. Just add a couple extra stitches here and there. Wait, you're doing a size up from what you
I am doing a size up from what I normally would.
And it has a bunch of positive E's in it. So
I'm doing 7 inches of positive E's. No. Yes.
I think you'll be fine. Because I think the max she had was 6 inches. So if you're doing 7, I mean, your other option is to go up another size.
It's not on there. Let me look.
Hi, Darcy. Darcy says she's here.
Hi, Darcy.
I say she. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, I guess that is us making assumptions about
Darcy.
Okay. Sizes. Here we go. I was going to do size 4, which is 6 3/4 inches of ease. And she recommends 2 to 6 inches. So me being
1. How many?
It's going to go the other way though. That means I'm measuring more than 4 inches over the 28 stitches. But that's only 1 stitch over 4 inches. I think it'll be okay.
And your round is how many inches did you say for your bust?
46 3/4.
So 10 extra stitches?
Or I could just cast on a size 3.
Yeah.
Which by her measurements would give me 2 1/4 inches of ease. But if I'm running big on my gauge, it would give me probably 3 or 4 inches of ease.
Knitter math.
It's knitter math. I can sit down and calculate that. if I stick with this gauge.
We're almost, I think we're about to be done anyway.
I'm a size 1. I don't want to go to a 0. I don't want to go to a size
But you just
0.
said it would go the other way though. So if you go to a 0,
It just gets tighter. Then I would get the
you
28.
get the 28.
I'd probably
Don't do
actually
it.
get 29.
Don't do it. Just
It would
cast on a
just-
smaller size and do it that way.
I think,
I lost my count.
I'm not sure I like it that tight. I'm going to do the color work and see. I may go back to the size 2 and just work a size 3 instead of a size 4 and calculate. That should actually work. If I make the size 3, but I do.
Are you guys following? I asked them if they were following. Like I'm following, but I feel like my brain is just
Okay.
not quite foggy. It's just been a long day.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out Michelle's gauge so that it is right. And instead
Well,
of
here's the thing.
smaller needle.
On the 1, the part I just did, that inch worth of work there, it's very compact. It feels not too tight, but it's tight. It's going to be a little stiffer.
But your blocking might change. So
I know,
how would-
but I like the
like 2s.
way it feels on the 2 better. And I think it'll block better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 2s, and I'm going to figure out what my size would be for the size I want to make. Which size do I use from the pattern to get closest to the size that I want to wear? Because I'm going to be ended up at a different gauge. So I'm going to measure it again. What did I say it was? 24?
20.
It was 24.
In the 2s, I don't remember the 2s.
Yeah, it was a 2. It was 24. Because I remember it being 6 stitches. It was 6 to an inch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay,
I'm so sorry, guys. Goodness, that just kind
25. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. So, on paper, because I do things better on paper than I do anything else, I'm going to get 25 stitches in 4 inches on 2s.
This is really boring, guys. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what she's doing.
No, like this.
Oh, I was doing,
yeah,
me doing math. I'm doing math for show. How about that? Okay, so I'm pulling out my calculator right now. All right, so 25 stitches divided by 4 inches is 6.25 stitches per inch. 6.5 stitches per inch. All right, I want to make a 46. I want 46 inches. So I'm going to multiply 46 by 6 1/4.
So you don't have any inches.
46 inches times 6.24 stitches per inch. Gotta love that math, the units. So
That's dimensional analysis for those of you that don't know. Tammy's here. Hi, Tammy. From
hey, Tammy.
there you go. Yep, she got it. See, I don't even have to say things. We just work. It's just how it is.
That's 287.5 stitches at full bust. Okay, so I'm going to look
Oh. I was like, what are you? Yeah, that makes sense.
full bust.
Yep,
And
yep,
so I'm going to look at the schematic for the pattern where she's got, I have no idea who that person
Don't
is.
answer it. Don't answer
I'm
it.
not gonna.
Sorry if it's one
I
of you
just
guys.
hit things. Yeah, I don't think it
Think it would be, but-
was. All right, so chest circumference, that's not telling me anything. I need to look at number of stitches to cast on.
Wait, you're.
Increase round.
Yeah.
Okay, here's where we go. That's going to be 380 stitches after the color work. So
Trout Creek shawl. I don't think I've seen that one.
I'll be fine. Sorry guys, I'm mathing.
She's laughing.
What do you?
This is the sound of an engineer's brain working. This Tammy said she was working on her Trout Creek shawl.
Oh,
It's cute.
that is cute.
I had to look it up. I can't show you my phone. Remember, the internet's.
It's sorry, we're on a thing. We just got another comment and I can't read it.
Oh, got it. Free on Ravelry. Free pattern, guys.
Trout Creek.
Trout Creek.
Okay, let's see. I'll pull it up real quick. I don't need to math right now.
Mathing. You can math at home.
I can math at home. I can figure it out.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right. You math at home. Don't bore people with our math. Actually, I don't find math boring, to be completely honest. I love math. Absolutely. I don't know. There's
There it
something
is.
beautiful about math.
Okay, here's. Oh, wait, here. There it is.
That's what
Long
Tammy's
arms
working
has
on.
to do that part. That's what Tammy's working on.
It's free pattern.
It'd be pretty with.
Oh no. Sorry. I think I just added it to your.
That's okay. That's pretty. I like that.
This was the one I kind of like the speckles in there, like all those solids and speckles. Sylvia says she likes math. She enjoys math when other people are doing it. Our kids are like that too.
Yeah.
They want us to do the
They
math.
want us to do their math.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yes, they do.
I think we have talked about almost everything under the sun, and I need to sit different. We've done math. We've talked about swatching. This has been an interesting live, guys. I think this is the weirdest one we've ever done.
You think?
Yeah, because the rest of them had a topic, and we had things to like continue on. I don't know. We did end up talking about songs at one time.
We did.
Don't
That's
ask
right.
which live it was, but we did a lot of song talk.
We did. I'm sure we were drinking.
Oh, see, I should have done another poll. I should have said
Okay,
like
there you go. Do another poll.
do one more poll.
About song lyrics.
Oh no, I was gonna ask how many people are doing the Mystery-Yolk-Along.
Oh, okay.
Are you participating? That is not how you spell participating. I'm just gonna do a yes. Should I do a maybe? You can add maybe. Undecided.
Undecided. There we go. Undecided.
Undecided. I don't think that's how I spell undecided either, but it says it's right. It doesn't look right. Y'all
Okay.
hate when that happens, when like
This
you
makes
write
no
a word
sense.
and it's like it doesn't look right. The THE gets me a lot. It's not getting me right now, but sometimes there's a word for that. I think we had that conversation on an episode once, didn't we?
There's a word for what?
When words don't look right. There's a word for it.
There's a word
If
for
y'all remember, tell me because I'm gonna look it up right now.
it.
The
I'm
word
yawning.
for when words don't word right. That's what I want to put. When words don't word. I think it's when they don't sound right, but let's see. Wordnesia? That's not right.
Mm-mm.
Nope, that's what they say.
That's what they say. Sorry.
Some people say word fatigue, but there is a like. Okay, so word need. Oh, there it is. Somatic satiation. Satiation. I can never say it right. Here,
Satiation.
I will copy and paste from our
Semantic satiation.
semantic satiation.
Okay.
What is jamasavu?
Huh?
I don't know. That's what Autumn said. Now I have to look it up. Y'all making me look things up.
I don't.
Oh my gosh, this is like an entire squirrel day. Like my brain is moving way too fast. Oh, like deja vu, but jamazvu. There's probably tip of the tongue. Oh, it's when something's on the tip
Tip of your tongue that
Okay.
you can't remember it.
It's means kind of like recognizes in some fashion. I know. Now we're getting it. Like this is where the nerd gets bad.
Yeah,
Because then we start getting into like words.
we have to totally Google everything.
Jamavu. I think it's jam because it's CAHM is pronunciation. Jamavu.
Okay.
Experiencing a situation that one recognizes in some fashion, but that nonetheless seems novel and unfamiliar. Okay. So kind of like deja vu, but a little bit more removed from the situation, it sounds like. But yeah, it's as opposed to deja vu. See, you got us, Autumn. I like it.
I'm definitely going to go back to the twos.
Go to the twos.
I'm going to use the twos
Yeah, it was somatic satiation.
during the color work.
And then, what was the actual? I didn't actually look up the definition. I just copied and pasted the word because I knew that's what I was thinking of.
I'm just, actually, you know what? I'm just going to follow the pattern. Use ones where she says use ones. Use twos where she says use twos.
Just do it.
And
I'm going to use twos the whole time.
And I'm going to use a size 4 numbers. And if it's a little big, it's a little big. If it's a little small, it's a little smaller. I'll be
dry
fine.
it at a low temp and try to shrink it a bit if we need to.
I'll just
Doesn't
block
matter.
that crap out. There you go.
It's when a word or phrase temporarily loses meaning. Like when words make no sense anymore, or like you're saying them out loud, and so you know when you say a word over and over, all of a sudden it's like that doesn't sound right.
I'm
boring
sorry.
her. I'm
Sorry.
boring her with
Oh,
my-
so sorry.
My
I've
word
yawned.
vomit over here.
Yeah, I'm lost. I lost it. I'm going to put it on my color. While I got it on the needles.
Might as well test
Might
it.
as well. We're gonna-
I gotta finish. I really want Chinese food, and so I'm picking up Chinese food on my way home. I'm telling you, it's been one of those days where everything is going every which way.
There's
Like,
I can't read it.
they gave an IG Nobel Prize in Literature on the study. Oh, the what did I say?
Semantic
No,
satiation. The tip of the tongue thing.
Yeah, that one.
J'avoue. Something like that.
I had it and I lost it. I remember it was vu because
Because deja vu.
Deja vu. Oh, I bet that's kind of it. Deja vu.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Bound to be. I do love the color you made.
Thank you.
Where's your
Did y'all all
swatch?
see? I know some of y'all came in and I already took it out.
Oh, she's already ripped her swatch out.
I started casting on
She dyed yarn this weekend.
my new studio.
Isn't that pretty?
It's kind of a studio. We're
Sunroom-
calling it a studio.
The Sunroom Studio.
It's a studio.
It's a studio.
Oh no.
All right, so
I dropped a stitch marker. Not that I don't have a million of them, but
okay. All right, so our lives, this is probably not going to work for our lives. But what about recording our regular episodes?
here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We could record here. We just can't do lives here. So the lives will
works.
not look as lit up as they do today. I think that's what we're getting at. Just the internet's way too slow for us to do a live
It's
here.
not- yeah.
Chemical and engineering news. They Autumn says she has a subscription to Chemical and Engineering News.
I used to
I have
when I was in industry.
ACS. Is that what it is?
American Chemical
And
Society.
CE and maybe that is it. CNE.
CNE
CNE.
News.
Yeah, I get those for free because we're educators. We can get them.
Yeah, I just
So I get
don't
the emails.
anymore.
They're fun. Like the things that come in. There was one of them that was talking about. Oh gosh, what was it? Because I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm gonna have to look it up.
She's
I
squirreling.
can't.
Yeah, she's gone.
I'm trying not to. Anyway, yeah, but yes, there's like so many cool things out there, chemistry wise.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, we ever really talked about like how people are knitting skin grafts. Remember we looked at that whole like they're using.
That was in our Science News
Yep. At one
magazine
point,
thing.
Yep. Some cool things out there.
Yeah.
We live in an interesting time.
A lot of the research that they've done about replacing veins and stents and stuff like that, they've
Yep.
used textile knowledge in.
Yep. I've seen that too.
Weaving and
If we didn't lose subscribers tonight, I'll be shocked. We are being so boring.
I
I'm so
know.
sorry, guys.
sorry guys.
A lot of people are.
At least they'll give you something to laugh at.
Okay, now I feel really loved. Only 6% of people say they're doing this. 44% say no.
Oh.
And then the other half is like, maybe undecided.
Oh.
So y'all just came to listen to us babble, and that's not good.
And hang out with us.
Oh my
We
gosh.
like that. We like that.
I do like that. Makes me feel like I have friends. Gosh, I need to go home.
You need your Chinese food.
This is I won't lie to you guys. When my sister Rachel and I get together, this is it. This is that the conversations and the stupidness.
It
that
bounces.
just-
It bounces even more than this.
Oh, it's
does,
terrible.
so.
There was a reel she sent me the other day, and it's like normal sisters, and there's these two girls. They're sitting there, they're drinking their wine, they're talking, and it's like when I get together with my sister, and it was like two people. I'm assuming girls, 'cause it said with my sister, but it could be anything. In those blow up unicorn suits, and they were wrestling in a field. That's exactly what
That
it's
is
like when we get
exactly
together.
what Katie and Rachel are like. Yes,
It's just we just.
it's so fun. It's so much fun.
Thank you, Diana.
What?
She says you do have friends. There's a few of them.
There's a few here.
It's not just the people in my head, is it? God.
It's not just my imaginary
My
friends.
imaginary ones. Rachel is gonna.
Yeah, when Rachel watches this, she's gonna have a fit.
She's like, "There's my sister." Yep. There's your sister.
There's your sister. My daddy watches this too. Remember?
Sylvia says that we're not boring at all.
Aw, thanks, Sylvia.
Yeah. But Rachel is so much more witty than I am. She's fast. Oh, she is so fast.
Well,
That's what
you're
makes
pretty fast too.
Yeah, but she's faster.
I'm slow on the uptake. Let me just say.
You do get some good puns in every once in a while, though.
I do.
Some good puns.
Mostly accidentally.
But you claim them.
I claim them. Oh, I own them. I gotta own them. I guess somebody else will take them. My family. Did Rhonda fall over?
She's just facing the wrong way.
I think I bumped her. I probably did.
You're supposed to face the audience, right? Come on now.
Okay, we'll get this straight.
She's still just knitting away over there on her color work, trying to see what it looks
I'm
like.
trying to see. I want to make sure this
It looks good.
color pops out against this brownish background.
I think it does. Like you're just.
I want to just make sure.
Are you gonna just do a pearl row, or are you
I
gonna color work
know
pearl?
I should do it. Okay. No, because then my yarn would be stuck on the wrong side. So we're gonna shoosh it back over to the other
Gonna do a
side
circular swatch to figure out her colors.
and just bring them babies back around.
There's another one.
Y'all know that, right? Okay. Have we ever talked about
have not, we
those
have not.
techniques?
Both of us having a moment there.
Okay, both of us. So I just knit it all the way over to this side, doing the color work. So I slid all my stitches to the other side of the needle, and I'm just going to grab those two yarns and bring them, loop them back over and grab a hold of them.
That way you're knitting in the round.
Yeah,
You
so
can
I'm starting
swatch it
back at the
around.
beginning of the round. So it's like I'm knitting in the round. I'll get the gauge of knitting in the round, but my yarn, so I just do an extra long loop, longer than the swatch is wide, so it doesn't stretch it, so I can lay it down and block it if I need to. Not that I'm gonna do that, but I could if I wanted to. And then I just bring the yarns around and start back. The first stitches are going to be loosey-goosey, but then you just don't measure your gauge
You
on
just
the
do
edge.
center. Yep.
Just do the center.
That's fun.
But so then you just, okay, I'm making this harder than it has to be,
Yes, you are.
but there. And maybe in this project, I will achieve the ability to hold both yarns on my left hand, in the same hand, instead of doing one in my left and one in my right. What on earth did I just do? I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, I'm gonna rip it all out when I get done anyway. So
How would they
doesn't matter.
know? How would they know? Nobody's gonna know.
That's what's gonna happen.
Oh goodness gracious! Now there's reels out there that I repeat. That's been a new thing for the past year or so.
What's that?
Just reels that the
Oh, yeah,
just over and over.
that catch.
Yeah, they catch you in the head.
Yeah. They catch your attention.
Attention. That was the other thing. All right. I'm just squirreling over here. I got nothing else to do.
She totally is scrolling
I
everywhere.
have lost count on casting on, so I can't do it right now. Do y'all talk to your pets in funny voices? I do. Not like okay, most people have the whole you're good puppy.
Yeah, the baby voice.
No. Fit, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Yeah, that's exactly it. Yes, there is a certain pattern. I think I still have the link copied, Diana.
Oh, for the yoke-along?
I don't. I have semantic satiation.
It was the last thing you copied.
Yep. There it is. But yeah, I like all kinds of voices. I talk to them in all kinds of voices. Now, baby voice every once in a while, yes, it happens. But like, I'm telling, they all kinds of them. Rachel and I both do it. What you playing at? What is that one
Rivers
from?
are strange.
Yes, we are. Oh, you went maiden name on me.
I
Goodness.
did. Well, that's how y'all are related.
That is. You're true. It's weird. What is that one? What you fell over for?
My kids do it. My kids use lots of different voices and accents and stuff, especially when they're talking to each other and to the dogs and cats.
You're very welcome.
But I
Rachel's gonna like smack me when she's like,
gonna
"Oh, this
get
is where
you."
it's from."
I have no idea. I don't know. Is that a new comment?
It's just a thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't do anything but sit here. I showed y'all something, maybe something new to you if you've not
Oh, yeah.
done that swatching in the round trick.
Gosh, you can
That
see it
might
on
be
my
new.
face. I'm not going to remember, and it's going to bother me.
It'd be all right. Maybe Rachel is watching and she'll text you.
She's not watching. She's not. She has to work, I'm sure. No, by this point, she's probably in bed.
Because she has to get up early.
Well, yeah. 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes! Thank you, Antonia. I cannot believe I forgot that one.
What?
Harry Potter and the Order, it's the second one. Nope,
Chamber of
third one. Prisoner of Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban's third. Chamber of Secrets is
He
second.
he falls over because he sees the Grim, which is not actually the Grim, and the night bus comes and he tells him he fell over, and then, oh my gosh, what's his name? He has all the pimples. Because they talk about it in the book. He's like pimply faced. Why is it that my brain can remember all these other details, but I can't remember people's names?
There's probably a word for that too.
Stan Shunpike.
There you go.
I think that's it, to be honest.
He's the bus driver.
So
Stan Shunpike is the bus driver.
okay, so who's the guy who's the attendant?
Oh no, he's the attendant. You're right. He's not
Okay,
the driver.
okay.
He's the attendant. He's the
I
attendant.
don't know that. I don't think I remember. Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah,
Look
he's
at
Prisoner
that.
of
Darcy's
Azkaban.
got me. Yeah,
I haven't seen the movies. I've just read the books.
that's kind of sad. But
Well, I started that to begin with because I had pictured
yeah,
the kids in my head and all the people, not just the kids, but all the people. And I had characters built up in my head, so I didn't want to screw up the images.
Ernie's the bus driver's name. Darcy's
Ernie.
got us.
Thank you, Darcy,
I love it.
because I don't. It's been a while since I read the Harry Potters.
These are our people.
I've talked about rereading them, but I haven't gotten there yet. I got enough to do right now.
I think my biggest disappointment, and I hope they kind of like. I know people are mad about the whole remake thing, but I hope they kind of they do better. Like I hate that like Peeves and Winky and Barty. No, not Barty Crouch. What was his name? In the Woods did all of the betting in the fourth one, Goblet of Fire with the twins Fred and George, and he gives them Goblin Gold. All right, Darcy, you got that one? What is his name?
That's not coming back to me.
He works at the Ministry of Magic. I think. Might be wrong on that one.
Percy.
No, that's... Come on now, I know that one.
Percy worked at the Ministry of Magic.
But not like in the... Did he
Not in
work
the
in the
fourth
fourth one? No, no. Okay.
No, he had started working there
But he
because
had
that
just-
was when they went to the big match.
What? Oh, no, Darcy's confused like I am. What is his name?
I don't remember what she's talking
Because
about.
Peeves the Poltergeist, like I really missed that. And then Winky is the...
I loved Winky.
I love Winky.
In the
I wanted
books.
to see Winky and Dobby's interactions. I was so excited. Awesome. Diana bought the pattern. She's going to join us.
Yay! Be sure and let us know what you're going to do. What colors.
Goblet of Fire. And I want... He's not in the movie's book.
I think this is going to be good. I've only done 2 rows. I think I'm going to like it.
Ludo Ludo
yeah,
Bagman.
Bagman. Yes, because see, he was the one who was like big into and organized the whole big Quidditch thing.
Yeah, the World Cup. He was part of that. Yes.
Yeah.
And so he's not in the movies gambling with Fred and George, or at least not in the way he is in the books. Because in the books he's very, very into it. Yeah. Oh yes, Darcy. I forgot about that. Forense teaching in the doesn't teach at the school with is it the same one where Umbridge fires Trelawney?
Yeah.
So Umbridge fires Trelawney.
Trelawney.
I hope I'm not spoilers. Sorry. And the Centaur
Yes.
comes and
Yeah.
yes, that's see.
That
We have
is.
all kinds of conversations with people about how the books are different from the movies. Like I did enjoy the movies. And I
I
kind
only
of
saw the very last one because my kids made me watch it.
what just so you could watch people die.
I have no idea why they made me. It was just one of those things.
Sad. You got to get connected to the characters before you watch them die. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I can't do this with everything, but I looked at the Harry Potter movies and books in different lights because I kind of had to, because the books were such a great story, and the movies they did a great job. Um, but if I started comparing the books to the movies, I get disappointed. So, yeah,
because I mean the stories just can't put
yeah,
as
can't do
much on the
everything.
screen as you
Yeah,
do
in a
in
basic book.
in on the book. But I have a problem. Okay,
Just one, guys.
it's
She
just
only has
one.
one
No,
problem.
talking about movies and books. I have a problem when the characters on screen do not come anywhere close to matching the images in my head, like we were talking about today at lunch. Reacher. Okay. We were talking about this at lunch. The Reacher series on Prime Video. The guy they have playing in the second season just dropped. The guy they have playing Reacher, I don't remember his name, on this
Amazon
Prime
TV
Video,
show, yeah.
Amazon Prime Video show, is perfect. If you've read any of the Reacher books, he's 6'4", 6'5", huge bulk, and always leads with his fist. His answer to everything is just to beat the crap out of somebody.
Or kill you.
Or kill you. Whatever comes first, whatever works.
Whatever happens with
Whatever
one
works. So, I mean, but that's how he presents in the book, and that's a real important part of his character, that he's bigger than everybody. Which is
Darcy agrees with you. Here it comes. That's exactly what she said, Darcy.
It is. All right, so you read the book. Reacher has a certain look in your mind. This guy who's playing him on the TV series, the Amazon series, perfect match. The movie they made with Tom Cruise, who's 5'4". I don't care if they say 5'7". He's no more 5'7" than I am.
Alan, his name.
No, Tom Cruise is not anywhere close to a Jack Reacher character. I mean, he doesn't intimidate anybody physically, and that's a huge part of the Jack Reacher character, is that he's physically intimidating, and he'll beat the crap out of you.
It'll help you.
Watch the TV shows. It really follows the books pretty close. But yeah, so I have a real problem with it. Just like when Hunt for Red October came out, and they had,
Oh yeah.
what's his name? Married Kim. Alec Baldwin.
Oh yeah.
Alec Baldwin as Jack Ryan. No, not anywhere close. Now they're casting for the Russian sub-captain of Sean Connery.
Oh yeah.
Perfect casting. Perfect casting. But Tom Cruise as Jack Reacher, really, people, not a chance.
Alan Ritchson is what Tammy says. I think that's the guy's name in the TV show.
Is that his name? Okay, yeah.
She said, maybe.
That works. I seriously don't remember it. I thought he did a really good job in season 1.
And then
He's got a nice butt. They show his butt all the time getting in and out of the shower. Anyway, he has a really nice butt.
Oh my goodness.
He's pretty. That's why I do things. Sorry.
Autumn says they don't have a visual imagination, so it's not an issue for you. I'm jealous, but I'm not. Like I think it's why I like to read so much. Like my imagination can take me so many amazing places. But I don't know. It'd be kind of nice just to watch a movie and not have any
Preconceived.
notions of what people should look like. Even though
I
I don't know. But again, that's why I have to distance myself from the books and the movies.
Yeah.
Tammy
Well, it's
loves
like-
that one too.
Yeah.
She says that they're a great series. Love the books.
You're talking about Reacher
I think so.
or Potter or one of the other 14,000 things.
All
we've
the
talked
other
about.
things.
All the other things. we
I
talked
think
about.
Rachel, because that's the most recent.
I
decision.
enjoyed that first season. I
Reacher.
did, and the books. I've only read 2 or 3 of the books, and it's been a while. But I really did enjoy. I love shoot 'em up bang bangs. I mean, in book form or in person. I mean, video. I like shoot 'em up bang bangs. That's my thing. I like action flicks that have absolutely nothing to do with my life.
Okay, this is a weird one. I don't like watching movies and TV shows that are like horror, thriller, ghost story type stuff,
I don't either.
but I will read those books.
I won't read the books either. I mean, that's not true. I used to read Stephen King all the time. I've read everything he wrote
Yeah, I can't get
in
into
his
Stephen
earlier
King that
years.
much.
After The Stand, I kind of stopped after The Stand. I didn't keep up with any of the new ones, but
I can't watch the stuff. Maybe it's too visually real.
It's too much
It's
visually.
too much real.
Yeah, it might be.
Because like in my head, I know it's a book, it's a story, but when you're seeing it and it's happening on a screen, it's a little bit more difficult for my brain
Well,
to
it
detach.
gives your brain you can shut down your brain's picturing.
Yep.
And imaging when you're reading something where you can't when it's smacking you in the face. I don't like horror. I just don't.
It's
That's not my
more
thing.
it's more true crime thriller, but it's. I mean, TV shows and books are always going to be different, but the whole like you get a lot of perspective sometimes from, maybe the killer or whatever it may be.
See, I don't. Okay, I know I teach forensics, and I talk crime and all this stuff all the time, but I don't watch the true crime stuff. I don't do the true crime podcast. I don't watch true crime, and I don't read a lot of it either. Again, because my reading time and my watching time, I want it to be escape. I want it to be something that doesn't have anything to do with my life or what I could see, on my way to the grocery store. That's not the kind of thing. And also, I don't do chick flicks. I know that's not the proper term. I shouldn't be using, but
rom-coms
and romance. I don't.
just don't.
No, I need action. If she doesn't swing a sword and cast spells also, then I'm not watching it. I mean, or reading it either.
Multifunctional.
I want
person.
something that's not part of my world
Yeah,
for escapism,
sense. Yeah.
and that's
I think that's why I like fantasy and looks good together.
y'all can't see it that far away.
Here, I'll get real close.
Long arms.
The blues and the.
Can y'all see that? What do you think about that? I think that's enough contrast, don't
It's
you?
good. Oh yeah, it's a bright contrast.
I think that's enough contrast.
Darcy says that they also get nightmares from the books. Hannibal. Oh gosh, I wouldn't. No, not doing Hannibal. Not doing it. Action movies all the way for Autumn as well, but I wouldn't do Hannibal. Lecter.
Yeah, I did Silence of the Lambs. I did read Silence of the Lambs. I shouldn't have. I didn't sleep for like 3 days because I was conjuring up all kinds of stuff.
That okay. This is
Ripping out my swatch.
Hi Sarah. I think we're about to be done. Linda loves your colors.
Oh, good. Good.
The like Hannibal and things like that. I struggle with because okay, like people are murderers. Like I know that. But
Well, I
thinking
teach about it every
Yeah,
day.
you do. And thinking about Hannibal and like it's not as common as like other I don't know, it's really weird thinking about somebody who's eating people just really, really freaks me out.
Yeah, let's study some Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, gosh, don't do it.
Yeah, I do that every semester.
We talk about like every once in a while the kids will get on kicks about serial killers and they start talking about like their favorite serial killer. And they
We
start
have a
talking about Dahmer, and
big
it's just
discussion
like,
about you don't use that wording.
yeah, you don't. You like I have to have that like you gotta stop.
Yeah,
You gotta stop.
yeah. Of course, once they've seen the true,
Right, that's what I was getting to.
once I get through the true story and the true documentaries with them, then yeah, they don't talk that way anymore.
A lot of them try to watch the documentary or whatever, or the was it like a dramedy?
Yeah.
Or
Not dramedy, but
drama reenactment.
yeah,
They said after they watched that, they were like, "Oh no, that ain't happening."
yeah. Once I show them the real pictures and the real documentaries and the interviews, and they see the victims,
Yeah.
and I make sure that it's not just the 27 blah 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 blah. They see these
Linda.
people's stories and they see these people's pictures and they hear what happened. I always show them from the trial where the guy got away, who testified at his trial.
Yeah.
Talking about Dahmer, where he's telling his story and they get to hear him be cross-examined and questioned on the stand. And that makes a difference. That makes a huge
It does.
difference.
Oh yeah, because then it's a real person.
Because then it becomes real to them. It's not just, Jeffrey Dahmer likes to eat people.
it becomes they
they
see the realism.
they see the realization, they see the evidence, and they see them cleaning the videos and the pictures from them cleaning out that apartment. And
yeah. Linda says the shower scene
gross.
from Psycho messed her up. I can see
oh
that.
my God, I wouldn't take a shower for years. And birds, OMG.
Yeah, that was bad.
I hated birds for
Hedren?
years after Tippi Hedren got attacked. I mean, years. It was, oh my God. Yeah, I think that's what it impacted me. And I saw the first Halloween. with Jamie Lee Curtis,
Oh yeah.
where she used knit needles to stab him, and
Stab him, yep.
she didn't know he was her brother. I haven't watched any of the others. I just saw the very first one because everybody that came out when I was a teenager, and oh god, that's how old I am. And everybody was wanting to see it and wanting to watch it, so I watched it with some friends. Went to see it with some friends.
I'm sorry.
I passed for age old enough. That was back when they actually carded you to go into R-rated movies.
I don't do that anymore.
Not really.
I'm not packing up because I hate you guys. I gotta pee and I'm very hungry. So
She wants her Chinese food, and we've quit knitting, and we're just
Yeah,
babbling.
we
So we
are.
probably need to go wrap this up.
maybe. I mean, I like sitting here and talking with you guys. I won't lie. I think it's fun. It's like having a knit night with a bunch of people.
Yeah, we like lives. We like. Okay, somebody just said something.
Tammy cannot handle the birds in the house. Yep.
I know. Oh,
Or I'm assuming any birds. Yeah.
but that movie. Ooh.
Oh, Linda's husband cracks up. Oh, sorry. If she's in the shower and she gets freaked out, I do the same thing. I won't lie. Like I see a shadow, and then, or like you're.
Okay, here's one.
I got you, Linda.
Ever since I moved out on my own, I will not shower in a shower unless it has glass doors or a see-through shower curtain.
I need to get one of
I've
those. 'Cause
always used a see-through shower curtain.
but it doesn't matter. He always gets me when my eyes are closed because I'm like shampooing my hair, or washing my face or something every single time. I don't know
Keep
how
my
he
eyes
knows.
open. I don't close my eyes.
You wash your eyes with your eyes open?
I wash my hair and my eyes are open.
I meant like when I'm doing my face.
No, I don't. I know. I keep my eyes open.
How do you get the makeup off your eyeballs?
Well, I take my makeup off before I get in the shower.
Okay. I just washed it off in the shower.
And then I just use a face scrub in the shower. So I don't have to close my eyes in the shower. People, I saw Psycho at a really early age. Don't close my eyes in the shower.
Yes,
I have
Linda,
shower
yes.
curtain. I have glass doors, or I have see-through shower curtains, and I do not close my eyes.
Some people are just messed up by some movies, and that's one of them. A lot of people get that way.
Alfred Hitchcock was.
Oh my gosh, he's demented.
Yes.
What's the one? I see dead people.
Starts with an S.
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
That one freaked me out because I watched it when I was really young.
I wouldn't watch it. I told everybody. Everybody was talking about, oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And we had seen the promos and everything. And I said, he's dead. The whole thing is going to end up with him being a ghost, and nobody else can
just
see.
spoiled it for anybody who hasn't seen it, by the
If
way.
you hadn't seen it by now, it makes no difference. It's all over the internet. But it scared me. I just knew it. I just knew that was going to happen. And then, sure enough, the first people who went to see it came back. How did you know that?
That's the only M. Night Shyamalan movie I've seen.
Oh, I'm not going to. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
They freaked me out. But I was, like I said, I was really young when I watched it. It really freaked me out. Sometimes I still get kind of.
I won't watch any of
There's
his
ghosts in my
movies,
room.
and I'm not going to ever see another one of Quentin Tarantino. No,
What?
Quentin Tarantino.
What?
I watched
Which one got you?
The Hateful Eight
Oh my gosh.
because it's a Western, right? My daddy had seen it, was coming to visit. He said, "Oh, The Hateful Eight's coming on. Y'all got to watch it. Y'all got to watch it." It started, and he went to bed. Said he was tired, and he went to bed, and he's up there laughing at me and snickering because that movie. Oh. Anyway,
Some of his movies are good, but I guess the first one I saw wasn't that. So.
Hateful Eight was the first one I saw. It's going to be the last one I said because that's not my kind of thing. It was a Western and had some of my favorite actors in it. I mean, Kurt Russell was in it. Channing Tatum was in it. Tanning Tatum is what we call him at my
Channing
house.
Tatum.
I did that one time. I
She can't live it down.
my dyslexia, I swapped letters out. And I said Tanning Tatum, and yeah, no.
That was it. That's his name.
That's his name now.
Forever and
My
always.
whole family calls him Tanning Tatum.
Oh my goodness.
Love you back. Thank you all. Just bizarrely tired and goofy.
Lots of random. I'm glad you stuck with us, the 23 that spent most of their time here. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
We'll be posting this so other people can see
Yeah,
it
of
too.
course,
But
yeah, we had fun.
yeah, we did.
All
So
right, everybody.
knit periodically. Bye.